And welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age. I'd like to say thank you for those who have given feedback on who we should support in this struggle for the Dwarven Throne. And of this recording, the most votes went to Prince Behlen. And so, here we are back in the Assembly Chamber, I can't even say it, Assembly Chamber, to talk with Vartag, who is Behlen's second, or right-hand man.
Warden, welcome. It is always a blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartag Gavorn, top advisor to our good Prince Behlen. What news do you bring?
I need aid against the Blight.
Yes, the treaty. I've seen it in the Shaper's libraries. Now the difficulty is that the treaty only compels our king, and we are sadly lacking one of those right now.
May I speak with Behlen?
You must understand, Harrowmont hides behind his good reputation while sending spies and assassins. Behlen can't know who to trust. It's been like a knife in the heart for Behlen to see so many of his father's men stand with the usurper.
I was under the impression that King Endrin himself supported Harrowmont.
That hurts worst of all. That Harrowmont would take advantage of the dying king's delirium to plant such poisonous suspicions against his own son. After that, you understand why Behlen cannot trust the word of a stranger, however reputable that stranger might be.
Well, I can assure you I am no spy.
Would you be willing to prove that? Harrowmont has engaged in a campaign of bribery and coercion to ensure that every house serves him. But if a neutral party, a stranger, were to approach certain key members, perhaps with irrefutable evidence of Harrowmont's deception, I'm certain my Lord Prince would show his gratitude.
What kind of evidence?
Harrowmont promised the same portion of his estate to two different Deshers, Lady Dace and Lord Helmy. Harrowmont can't possibly grant it to both of them, but they won't find out until after the vote is cast. I have copies of the promissory notes Harrowmont gave each of them. Once they see those, they should both reconsider their votes.
And where did you get these promissory notes?
That's not important. If they ask, say you found them while searching the Shaper's libraries for your treaty.
Very well. I'll find this Lady Dace and Lord Helmy right now.
Lady Dace doesn't leave the quarter much, but Lord Helmy's adventurous, likes to spend his time at tapsters in the Commons. Remember, don't tell them you got these papers from me. You learned of them and drew your own conclusions.
So, this is dubious as to whether the documents we hold are legitimate. But at this point, we need a king, bottom line. And if that involves us doing some shady dealings to get it done, then that's going to be the way it has to be. And I think I remember seeing...
Lord Behlen is the voice of change and defense. Lord Harrowmont is the voice of stagnation and ruin.
More propaganda. I believe Lady Dace is down here. Yes.
What do you want? Ah, I suppose you're the Grey Warden everyone's talking about.
Yes, I'm Vexus.
It's fascinating the surface has an entire order dedicated to fighting darkspawn. Down here, that's just what fighting means. But I'm sure it's more difficult on the surface. It must be much harder to find them.
I hear you'll be voting on the next king.
Now, was that an attempt to cozen me into revealing my choice, or are you simply making small talk? It's so hard to tell with you surface types. You're all so charmingly direct and artless.
I noticed you didn't answer my question.
Yes, I am a member of the Assembly, a Desher. I will be one of 80 nobles of purest blood to pick our sovereign king. If you're asking me where my vote lies, I'm forbidden to tell until the stones are cast.
Well, you might want to have a look at these papers.
Well, this isn't exactly a surface broadsheet. Where did you get these? Never mind. It is true enough, but there's nothing I can do about it. This deal was made on behalf of our entire house. Only my father can revoke it.
Well, where is he? And I'll bring these to him then.
He is leading a deep roads expedition, trying to secure an ancient thaig. It's unlikely he'll be back before the election, but perhaps this vote is important enough for you to brave the tunnels to tell him? The Dace family would be in your debt.
Very well. I'll go and tell him myself.
Thank you. He was searching an old Idukan site. He left me with this map, in case his expedition never returned. I'll give you a pass as well. Usually, no one is allowed past the front lines. Good luck.
Now, the King quest here is actually split into 3 parts.
Legion of the Dead sighted battling Darkspawn near Orzammar. They have no orders while throne stands empty. Make Harrowmont your king now!
And the first part is the only part that's
2
different.
years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Bronca didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha! I'll...
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman.
A disgruntled dwarf, who we will actually see later. So anyway, as I was saying, the first part is actually the only part that's different depending on who you support. As we have chosen to support Prince Behlen, we go on this quest to find the head of the family of Dace, to tell him that Harrowmont is cheating him. If we chose to support Lord Harrowmont, we would end up fighting in the provings on his behalf.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Looks like someone named Jarvia is running protection around here. And now this place is actually accessible to us, so let's take a look.
Enough?
This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well, looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You get out of here. This is private business.
Looks more like extortion.
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
Take a good look. Do you really want to start this?
Whoa, whoa! All right, you win. I'm not gonna die for 10 lousy sovereigns.